So those of you who have followed along with us here on Organised Curate Design and who have kind of gotten to know me over the last few years probably have noticed that celebrations are a pretty big deal to me. I am the woman that will clearly tell you, or have in the past said, it's my birthday month, and I have, had different ways of celebrating birthdays and other bits and pieces throughout my life. Now, I think as I got older, birthdays didn't seem to be something I wanted to celebrate for a full month. Milestone birthdays are definitely where I focus my energy now. But I have noticed that celebrations and milestones are really important to me. The reason I choose to make those significant moments in my life is because I feel that they are a way of celebrating the people that I love. So to me, birthdays are a celebration of this person being in my life and celebrating another year shared with them, another year of their life, and another year of them growing and developing and whatever else. So in this time of COVID, it's been really interesting as we've had one birthday, my youngest son, who turned 8, and for those of you who were playing along back then in May, we decided to have a Zoom party for him. It was pretty epic, the first and hopefully the last Zoom party that I'll ever have to organise. But we had a children's entertainer and all of his friends up on Zoom and almost put it on like a show. So it was in that time where we could have people in our homes. We've kind of gone back and forth. I call it the COVID cha-chas, where we kind of take 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. And so we've had this time. And at that time, we could have people at our home. So we had this children's entertainer come and they entertained his friends, and it was pretty fun and magical. And I'd organised little packs to go out to the kids, which had, cake and lollies and things that they could have. So that was pretty special. And I think he's still at that age where birthdays are such a big deal and you want to make sure that you can have all your friends and whatever else. But as I was thinking about milestones and celebrations, I was thinking about this year of 2020. So my husband turned 40. We had all these grand plans to travel to Europe, and that's obviously not happened. If you've watched our Taste of Travel, the Spain edition, you'll know why we decided to have that Spanish dinner party. Was all about acknowledging the fact that we were meant to go to Spain, and we were actually meant to travel to London to attend the Wimbledon men's final, and that was going to be his big birthday celebration, and we've had to postpone that, and that's totally okay. Now, it's interesting with these moments of postponing because in some cases you can. So travel can definitely be postponed as long as it's just to travel, but there are things in life that you can't postpone. So in this time of COVID, we've definitely seen that in the case of weddings, some have been postponed, but some have had to occur due to just the timing of it, but they've had to be just with the bride and groom or their witnesses or however it's worked. We've seen in this time where people have lost someone and they've had to grieve, and funerals have been live streamed, and so mourners can attend in a way. And it's been such a interesting time for celebration, and I do include funerals as a celebration because they're a celebration of that person's life, and it's an acknowledgement of everything that they have achieved and the relationships they had, and a way for us to acknowledge the life that was. So we've been thinking about this time of celebration and milestones as we are still in restrictions. And our sibling company, Crowd Culture, so my husband's company, have been working behind the scenes for quite some time to think about this time of 2020 and who else may be missing out on their milestones and celebrations. And we have worked with them to think about the class of 2020. Now, the class of 2020 could be the kinders, the year 6s, the year 12s, or the people leaving university. There are lots of elements of the class of 2020, but I think it's incredibly important to acknowledge that each of those milestones are important. So for me, my children are still young, so I have had Harry finish kinder, and his kinder were super cute. They put them in the gown and the cap, and that was just adorable. And then when my eldest son Ty finished primary school, we definitely had a graduation dinner. It was the first time I'd kind of seen him in a suit, and other than when he was super little, and it was just gorgeous to be there and to acknowledge that point of his childhood as he was stepping into those teen years, stepping into being a teenager and stepping into high school. So that was a beautiful time for us as well. And I can only imagine the difficulty that the class of 2020, I guess for me specifically, the year 12s are facing at the moment, as finishing high school is a pretty big deal. Not everyone goes to uni, not everyone has the want or the need or the opportunity, but in most cases, people finish high school and they finish year 12. So the team at Crowd Culture have been working behind the scenes to develop a virtual graduation service offering, and I'm really excited to see that unfold. They've got some schools on board already, and I'm really so excited for them because they're an events company and they have been in a position where they've been trying to find the right type of event to bring to the market in this time of COVID, and I really think that they are on the money, as this event aligns so closely with their values and the things that they want to bring to the world, and that time of celebration and milestone is so important. So if you are a parent of a class of 2020 or know someone that is affected by the fact that they may not be able to graduate in the same way this year, then I highly recommend that you check out the links to Crowd Culture and check out what they're doing. This is a great opportunity to celebrate, and if you are a part of the class of 2020 and you are seeing this, I applaud you for your resilience and your tenacity and all that you've done this year to work towards this time of completing this moment in your life. You will be a force to be reckoned with in the future, as the skills that you've picked up this year, no one has ever had them before, and if you can take those into the world and do incredible things, I think nothing can stop you.